And now moving ahead, viewers, on the 17th of April, the Embassy of the Russian Federation in New Delhi hosted a chamber concert devoted to the enduring legacy of Russian classical music. The occasion also marked the 79th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Russia and India, and the concert as a cultural tribute to the long-standing ties between the two countries. The program featured works of some of Russia's most distinguished composers, including the Tchaikovsky, Glinka and Rachmaninoff. Audiences witnessed a selection of Russian romances and operatic arias celebrated for their lyrical richness, emotional depth and dramatic nuance. The evening also featured pianist Vera Dalmankinaskaya, a graduate of the Moscow Conservatory and an accomplished performer recognized for the clarity and sensitivity of her interpretations. She's appeared at leading venues including New York's Carnegie Hall and continues to represent the finest traditions of the Russian piano school. Held within the refined setting of the embassy, the concert offered an opportunity to engage with a repertoire that has shaped the course of Russian musical history. The event stood as both a celebration of artistic heritage and a reflection of the continued cultural dialogue between Russia and India. Listening to the performance and also Russian ambassador to India, Denis Alipov, and the Russian artist Vera Dalmenikovskaya.
So we have with us our esteemed Russian ambassador to India, Mr. Denis Alipov. Sir, thank you so much for talking to NewsX. Since today, on the occasion of the anniversary of 79th diplomatic relations between India and Russia, how do you see the cultural ties between two countries to go forward? We've known that both India and Russia are time-tested friends. How would the cultural ties between the two countries are expected to move in the times to come?
I believe that culture is a very important element of our relationship, maybe the most important element, and we have intensified our cultural contacts recently. They have been very robust throughout our interactions since the independence of India. During the Soviet times, many prominent Russian performers and artists and singers have come to India. Many Indian artists went to Russia, and now it is more important than ever to expand on cultural track. Next year we will celebrate 80 years of our diplomatic relations, and I'm very hopeful that we will see big ticket events in India and prominent Indian performers who may go to Russia. We are determined and are preparing big events for the next year and are determined to celebrate that big and important anniversary big way.
There are many cultural, similarities between India and Russia. Over time we have seen how Russian artists adore India, and they have a very close emotional connection with India. So, do you think that people to people connect between India and Russia is something which also makes the cultural ties robust? Because I believe both cultural ties and people to people connect are interrelated.
Absolutely so. Absolutely. Culture, uh, traditional art is a reflection of a nation, and the Indian music, yoga, Ayurveda is popular worldwide. It's very much popular in Russia. These are signatures of India, and we have so many similar features in the Russian culture. And of course, on the people-to-people track, the cultural ties help to expand people-to-people contacts. And I believe that on this people-to-people track of interaction, we will grow with each year, not only in business, not only in tourism, but in culture.
Ambassador, I would like to ask, what is the significance of this today's cultural event? Many artists from Russia have come. If you could, throw some light over as to what is the significance of this cultural performance that was just given by these Russian artists.
We presented to the audience tonight a selection of Russian classical music. Russian culture is very rich in classical music, with worldwide known composers of pre-Soviet times, of Soviet times, contemporary composers, and we presented a selection of this classical music tonight. I think from the response we got, the audience enjoyed the performance a lot, and as I say, we're hopeful to expand and bring more and organize more such events in future.
Thank you so much, Ambassador, for speaking to NewsX. So this is Aditya Vadhavan reporting for NewsX with video journalist Deepa.